Hello and welcome to Elden Ring. Today we're going to be testing Rogier's Spellblade set to see what, if anything, it actually does in terms of buffing your damage output for various spells and weapons. So we're starting there with about 1500 for the standard projectile attack with the Darkmoon Great Sword. Now I believe Rogier's Spellblade set will buff this attack. However, I don't think it will buff any spells or anything like that. So we're going to test both of those theories and find out exactly what the score is. That's fairly easy to find, it's quite distinctive. The gloves are very easy to find as well because they stand out. Clothes are the torso is a little bit tricky to spot when you're looking for it. The boots are easy because of the curly toes, if you can just find those. Okay, so we'd expect a little bit more damage now. We're just going to do no additional buffs, just the projectile and 2,393. So yeah, that's quite a big boost. I don't know quite why that's happened, but that seems to be nearly a 60% increase. So the question is, does that actually stack? I believe it's actually doing well there because the Darkmoon Great Sword is cold and magic damage. The Rogier Spellblade set buffs both. So let's see what happens now when we do the normal buff set for the Darkmoon Great Sword, which is Hellish Shabiri, Golden Vow, Jellyfish Shield, and the magic damage Physic Flask. So 4,504, pretty much exactly what we're expecting. So in theory, 60% on top of that, we would be expecting something like 7,000 damage with Rogier's Spellblade set, but I don't think we're going to get that. For some reason, I think this system breaks, and if you know why this doesn't work, please share with me in the comments, because I'd really like to know why this doesn't work. But I can tell you now, we're not going to get 7,000 damage by doing the same buff set and wearing Rogier's Spellblade set. So there we are. We'll do exactly the same setup as before. So Golden Vow, Hellish Shabiri, put the projectile on the blade, use the Jellyfish Shield and drink the potion. There's our test dummy. 4,100. So what is going on there? Why are we not getting that 7,000 that we'd hope for? I can only think some of the buffs we're trying to apply are overriding or cancelling the buffs that Rogier's Spellblade set are doing. And I don't understand how that mechanic works, but that's the only explanation I can come up with. Whether it's because I have no idea. If you've got any idea why that doesn't work and why we're getting lower damage, please do share with me in the comments. I'll try something different now. Darkmoon Great Sword, and we'll do a potion and just double test. 4,608. So we get a tiny bit more there, but again, nothing like the several thousand more we'd be expecting if the 60% that Rogier's Spellblade set gave was stacked. we can try it on a different enemy. Another one of my favourite test dummies is the troll at the Gatefront Ruins. But I tend to think that we're going to get the same issue for some reason. What this means in terms of gameplay is maybe for general sort of wandering around and fighting things, Rogier Spellblade is not a bad option, because obviously the buffs that it applies don't require any FP, they're just passive. But then maybe if you're getting into a boss fight, you want some armor to give you a bit more poise damage. I mean, that did 2,825. We're doing the normal buff set. I'm seeing over 4,000 damage. So that's not great either. Just for the argument's sake, we can see what the situation is with the magic. But again, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to highlight the issue with the Rogier Spellblade set, because I normally wear stronger armor like Lionel's set or Radan's armor. Missed the Bullgate armor because I didn't complete the Volcano minor quest line properly. But the issue with this armor is, okay, it might boost your damage or spells a little bit, but it does not give you much protection against poison. So the tiniest little thing touching you can affect your spells. There might be some sort of situational advantage to using this, even though I don't think it actually boosts sources. I think it's only non-spell based magic damage that it boosts. But I tend to think probably the advantages that it conveys don't outweigh the disadvantages. The spell we're using there is Comet Azurax, which is good fun, but it kind of relies on an enemy standing still, so that's the issue with that. Bottom line here is, Rogier's Spellblade set might have situational use, but generally I don't think it's actually that useful, at least not as much as you would have hoped it to be.